Welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Group coach school applications are currently open. The program is 12 months long, and we help you create your first 10K month while then creating 10K consistent months after that, while cutting your work week in half. So if you are ready to start scaling your business, whether you're a service provider, whether you're a coach, you're ready to stop trading time for dollars, having a million micro offers and courses and memberships inside of your offer suite, and you're ready to scale with simplicity by having one high ticket group coaching program that you are scaling to 100K, it is time for you to apply for the group coach school. Applications are currently open. They will close on December 10th for this round, and then the price will increase in January when we reopen applications. So get your application in. We will do sales the third week in December. So the 11th, the week of the 11th, we will be making invites into the program based on whoever is a good fit for the application. And if we have questions, we will chat with you in the DMs. So hit the link below. Go apply for coach school, and let's make 2024 your year of simplicity, cutting your work week in half, seriously working less and making more. And we guarantee that you'll make your money back. You can check that out on the link below. All right, let's get into today's episode. So today I want to talk about being burned by investment. I think that we've had this conversation before, but I have maybe a unique take on this conversation. I have been currently going through applications and having conversations with quite a few people. And one of the things that consistently comes up is I've been burned before. I've joined a program before and I didn't get results, or I've joined a program before and it didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go. Right. And so now when they talk to me, they're like, I know I need this thing. I know I need to invest, but the last time it just wasn't good. And I want to talk about this because for the group coach school and for my program specifically, we take applicants that are self-aware. We take applicants that are ready to have radical honesty with themselves and truly ask, like, did I do the work? Did I show up? Did I implement the coaching? Right. And I say that because I think that don't get me wrong, there's bad investments in the industry. There's programs that do not live up to the hype. There are unethical coaches, there's unethical programs. And this is kind of how I look at it, right? It's that we're an industry just like anyone else, right? There's bad doctors, there's bad lawyers, like every single industry has bad apples. That's just the way that it goes, right? And so what does this mean for you, right? Like what does this actually mean? I think first and foremost, it means that we have to do a really good job as a buyer in making sure that there's things in place when we buy, right? And I talk about this all the time, making sure that the coach aligns with your vision and your values, right? Making sure that the coach has a proven framework, they have testimonials, they have a step-by-step method or signature method that they use in order to get someone a result, right? I think that's like one of the most important things to look for when you're buying. And then when you're actually a coach and you're selling, on the flip side, this is what we teach you in coach school, is to build an ethical program, is to show up for your clients, is to have a better program than you do better marketing, right? Marketing is so important. Sales are so important, but your program needs to back that up. Your program needs to stand on that, right? And actually deliver results. And so I think that you have to look at it from two sides of the coin. It's like, yes, there's bad people in the industry, but how well did I do at joining this program? Did I just see the marketing and think, wow, she has something that I want and her pretty marketing sold me? Did I do my due diligence of, making sure that she had a signature framework and all this stuff? And if you did, right, say that her marketing or his was so well that you did those steps and you joined the program and it still didn't add up to what you thought it was going to be. First, I want to know, what were your expectations? What did you expect? If she said to you, I guarantee that you'll make $100,000 and you didn't, first of all, why is she guaranteeing that? Is there some kind of backed guarantee? So for us, it's that we help you make your money back. And if you don't make your money back within 12 months, then we work with you until you do. That's our guarantee, right? Like we have a guarantee in place and I'm standing on that guarantee. I'm not just like guaranteeing you, and then if you don't, it's like, oh, well, sorry, you didn't make it back, right? Okay, I'm standing on a guarantee. So I think we kind of have to use like right here, it's like deciding, right? What did I contribute to this? Because I think that there's two sides of the story always. I think that you cannot just say, this person's bad, this program's bad, this coach is bad, right? Without also taking responsibility. And again, I'm not saying that it's always the client's fault. And I'm not saying it's the coach's fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. What I'm saying is that she maybe didn't have a program that had a proven promise or a signature method that gets people results. And you possibly didn't take enough steps to either decide before joining that this was a good program to join, right? We just fell into marketing. I've been there, I've done that. Or once we got into the program, we didn't have, maybe we didn't have realistic expectations, or maybe we had expectations that we weren't even like aware of. And then once we got into the program, we were like, oh, wow, like this isn't meeting my expectations, right? But like, did you know your expectations before joining the program? Or did she tell you this is what the program's going to do? You're like, great, that's my expectation. You got in, it didn't happen. And then if it didn't happen, did it not happen because of her signature method? Did it not happen because of her coaching? Did it not happen because of her framework? Did it not happen because you didn't implement the coaching? Like, why didn't it work? The other thing I like to look at when when people say, you know, like, I've been burned, is has this coach gotten other people results in the same program? And if the answer is yes, my question is, why did someone else get results, but you didn't, right? Because this tells me that there was something there. So what this means is that if she's gotten other people results, but you didn't get results, what this means to me is either one, those people were more qualified for her program and she didn't qualify people. She just kind of like let people in the program. And then some people who weren't qualified didn't get results because they didn't meet certain qualifications, which is also why we teach you to have qualifiers. The other side of the coin is that you didn't implement the coaching or do the work, and that's why you didn't get the results, right? So I think that when people tell me this, my thought is, first and foremost, is I'm not getting in the pool with you. I'm not going to believe your story that this coach was terrible, right? Because if you're willing to badmouth other coaches and allow that to hold you back from your own success, then I wonder, like, if you were to join my program, am I going to meet your expectations? Or are you going to come into the program, have some kind of expectation that I don't know about, and then it doesn't meet those expectations, and then you're going to tell other people in the industry that my program sucks, when I have proven with other people that they've gotten results, right? So like, that's where my mind goes first. But then also it's like, why are we so focused and consumed with what other people are doing, or that we had a bad experience, and then keeping that from us moving forward in our business, like us moving forward in our careers? There's no one out here who's walking this journey of life who's never been through shit, who's never had something bad happen. And then they were like, oh, I'm just going to give up on life now because, well, I had this bad thing happen. People don't do that. So my question to you is, as a business owner, not a side hustler, not a freelancer, as a business owner, why are you allowing a bad experience to hold you back from making better decisions in your business? And why are we not using this as a learning opportunity? And I say this with love because I've also been quote unquote burned or joined a program that I had I had expectations of, and it didn't go that way, or the marketing was really well and I fell into the trap. I even have an episode on here called When I Joined a Cult, because one of the coaching programs I joined, it was like one of those culty programs, right? It was completely my fault. I had heard about this cult stuff in the industry, didn't really know what it was. And I did not do my due diligence of seeing if she had a signature method and seeing if she had steps, and like just falling into her pretty marketing. And I take responsibility for that. She's out here making lots of money, right? And some people love her. And some people maybe even have gotten great things from working with her, right? So I think it's still like, it can be mutually two things at once. It can be that she has a cult-like program and she does cult coaching, MLM type coaching. And also it didn't work for me. And also it might've worked for other people, right? Like, I think that we have to kind of like take it all in as a whole and not just be like, this coach is bad, this program is bad, right? I've been burned. I'm never gonna seek help again. And I invested like a month later, I think, after that had happened. I've invested like multiple times since then, right? The other thing is when I join a coaching program, not only do I now take time to really truly see, like, does this person have proven results? Do they have testimonials? Do they have a signature framework? And what is the thing that they're promising? What is the outcome of the program that she's saying, right? Because I think that, again, coaches need to have some kind of something. They need to have like, this is the program. This is who it's for. This is what we do. This is who it helps. This is how it helps you. This is the program promise. Like, I think that people need that. And I think that there needs to be a signature method that backs that up. Like, these are the steps to actually get this result. And here's people who I've helped before and how this has helped them. Now, if you're new to the industry and you're like, I don't have testimonials yet, we can figure that out, right? Like, you can get testimonials from people. You can take people through a proven process. And sometimes your proven process is your method that you've been using in other ways. Like, you've used this step-by-step process and gotten results from it, right? And we can share that. Like, you can share that that's your story and that's your journey. But also, when I'm inside of a program, it's that I'm here to get something, right? Like, I'm going to make sure I walk away with something, even if that's a lesson learned, even if that is like, I'm never going to fall for that kind of marketing again. I have more experience and I have more knowledge for what to look for when I'm investing. Those are my thoughts, right? My thoughts are not, oh my God, I've been burned, I'm never going to invest again. The coaching industry is awful. That is not doing me as a coach, as a business owner, a service to say, I've been burned, now I'm never investing again, and the industry sucks. And what's even crazier to me is that a lot of this is coming from other coaches, right? So you're a coach and you're trying to swear off investing and swear off your future and try to swear off the industry because of a bad investment, right? Which is only holding you back because that person's going to continue doing what they're doing. So my other advice to you is be a change maker. Be a change maker. Be a difference in the industry. Actually show up for your clients. Have honesty with your clients. Be ethical in your coaching. Don't sell someone into a program and then not show up and not coach them, right? Have a signature method and actually walk people through a method, right? Invest in yourself. Like, walk the walk. And I say that again, I'm saying this with love because, again, we've all been there. If you've been in the industry long enough that you've made, I want to say 3 to 4 investments, I guarantee you at least one of those did not add up to your expectations. But my question to you is, did you not get anything from that program? Did you not get any information? Did you not maybe learn something new that you never knew before? Did you actually give it time? Or did you just immediately swear it off? Did you actually show up for coaching? Did you implement the coaching? Right? Like, there has to be something you can walk away with, even if it's a lesson learned. But I think that shifting your mentality from almost like victim mentality into empowered mentality into like, okay, well, that I can chalk that up as like, that didn't go as expected. However, I did learn something about myself. I did commit to still showing up. I still showed up through it, even though it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And on the outside, now I'm going to do better next time. Now I'm going to approach investments from a much different place. And I'm going to be a change maker. I'm going to be a better coach who actually like genuinely cares about people and cares about people's results. Like, there's so much here that you can walk away with, but not investing is not the answer. And yes, I understand being afraid. Like, that's totally normal, right? I'm going to validate your feelings. Like, being nervous of like I've been here before, I've done this before. But again, it's okay, you've done this before, but what did you learn from that last experience? Are you even taking time to dissect what you've learned in order to make better decisions, right? Like, think of it this way. You've been in a relationship and it was a terrible relationship, right? Maybe he was a narcissist, maybe he was abusive, right? And you finally get out of that relationship and then you go to date again. And it's scary. But did you learn any lessons from your previous relationship and think like, these are actually red flags, and maybe create some qualifiers for like, next time when I date, I'm going to qualify men and I'm going to have like a list of things that are non-negotiables that I'm not going to do or put up with because I don't want to do what I just did. Right? Like, I don't want to date a narcissist again. I don't want to be in an abusive relationship again. So I'm going to have qualifiers because I've learned something through this experience. And then the next time I go to date, I'm going to then qualify them. I'm then going to go through this checklist, if you will, of does this person have this, this, and this? And if they don't, then I'm not going to date them. Same goes for coaching, right? Like you're not going to stop dating possibly for the rest of your life because of one bad experience. Most of you don't. So why are you swearing off your future? Because you investing is not you helping someone else. Like, I think that sometimes you guys think that when I invest in a program, I'm helping this coach. You should be investing to help yourself. You should be investing to further your career. You should be investing to gain something new or to get something that you need for your business, right? Or your life, whatever you're investing in. You're not out here doing charity work. So I want you guys all, if you've ever been through a bad coaching experience, to take some time and really process those feelings. Why was it a bad experience? Why do I feel like this was a bad experience? What expectations did I have that they didn't meet, right? Where could I have improved? Because this is the thing, again, two sides of the story. This coach could have been terrible. The program could have been terrible, and you still could have room to improve. Like both can mutually exist. So where can you improve? Moving forward, what are qualifications that you want to look for in a coach or a program in order to have a better experience? And how can we move past this fear that is holding you back in your business, right? So remember, just because you had a bad experience dating or investing does not mean that it should hold you back from the future of your life and business. Do not let it hold you back. Do not let it hold you back from success, right? We're just going to do better next time. What did we learn? Let's process through it so we can have better choices next time. We can make better investments, right? Also, just know that I'm sending you love because I know it sucks. I know it sucks to be disappointed. And that's really what it comes down to, is like, you thought that this thing was going to fix you. You thought this thing was going to fix your life. It was going to fix your business, and it didn't fix you. And that comes with disappointment, and disappointment sucks. And I'm sure that's where that comes from. But I also want to remind you too, that moving forward with your investments, to have only expectations for yourself, maybe, and not expectations of the coach. And I don't mean that you shouldn't have expectations of like, she's going to follow through with what she said. Like, obviously that's yes, you should probably expect that. But what I'm saying is having expectations of yourself. Like when I go into a coaching program, all I can control is me. The only thing that I can control is myself. So what I tell myself is, when I make this investment, I'm going to come to every single call. I'm going to show up to every single call. And I'm going to be willing to be a student. I'm going to be willing to learn. I'm going to be willing to get feedback that maybe I don't like. I'm going to be willing to sit in coaching calls that might be hard because it's not what I expected. And I'm going to implement the coaching, even if it's hard and even if it's scary. And if I have certain feelings, like during the coaching where I feel like this is really hard for me, or this is not what I expected, or if something comes up for me, I'm going to express that and communicate that to the coach, right? Because all I can control is me. So my job when I invest is to show up and be a student and get coached and implement the coaching and actually give it time and walk through her process. And if at the end of all that, I have learned absolutely nothing, and I've learned nothing new about myself, and I have done every single thing that I could possibly do that I'm in control of, and it's still nothing came from it, which I can't imagine nothing can come from it, right? There's always something to learn. But if nothing came from it, then I can chalk that up to like, wow, that was a bad experience. But that bad experience is not going to keep me from the future. It's not going to keep me. This is not going to keep me from making millions of dollars in my business. That's what I can promise you, right? So I just want you to remember, like, what are you in control of here? And what are you going to promise to yourself when you invest next, right? What are you going to look for in this coach? What are you going to look for in the program? And are you looking for her to fix you? Or are you willing to fix yourself? Are you willing to take in what she's giving you and try to fix your own problems? Or are you looking for a magical pill that's going to fix you in your business overnight? We have to be realistic here, okay? So this is my life is 50-50. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm a certified life coach, and what we've learned is life is 50-50. And this has changed my life because I'm often a person who falls into black and white thinking, and I've really had to work hard not to do that. And this is my life is 50-50 chat with you guys, right? That things can be mutual at the same time. The program could have been bad, and also you could have not shown up for coaching. The program could have been not what you expected, and you also had high expectations or unrealistic expectations. Like, both can mutually exist. And I want you guys to not hold yourselves back from the future. I want you to be able to process your feelings and work through this. And then I also want you to take time to make better choices for better investments. Okay. This is my like big sister chat, my big sister loving chat. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. And I will chat with you on the next episode.